Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we are talking the skincare fails of 2021. In the past 12 months, I've discovered so much amazing new skincare, and I've been fangirling about some of my favourites recently on the channel. I pulled all of those videos together in a recent playlist, which I'm going to leave a link to up there. Definitely worth checking out. However, with all those ding 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 holy grails, are bound to come some wah 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 total fails, which is what I want to share with you in today's video. So, sit back, relax, and let's talk the skincare fails of 2021. Now, before we get into this video, I like to issue the usual call to arms. That's to say, before you go any further, make sure you stand up in the comment section below with what has been your number one skincare regret and product fail in the past year. I love to hear what your recommendations and also your fails are, because that really shapes what I'm likely to try in the future. And I think we can all learn from other people's thoughts, feelings and opinions when it comes to skincare brands and products. Similarly, it's always worth bearing in mind that whilst all of the products mentioned in today's video have been fails when it comes to my own skincare routine, different products and ingredients will work differently on different skin types, and one person's total fail could be another person's holy grail. So again, if you disagree with me, sound off in the comment section below and let's get that conversation going. I hope whatever your stance is on the products mentioned in today's video, you'll give this video a big thumbs up and a like, because honestly, it supports me and the channel so much, and I would love you forever. But with all that being said, shall we just cut the waffle and delve straight on in? And the biggest fail for me personally this year is this product, which is the Purito Daily Go-To Sunscreen. Now, one of the main reasons I think this is such a big fail is because of the hype that had built around this product's launch. I loved the original, now discontinued Purito sunscreens. Honestly, they left that beautiful finish to the skin. They weren't greasy, but they weren't super matte. They also didn't leave any ashiness or white cast, which I loved. I just think they were game-changing when they were launched. Unfortunately, they also didn't offer a right lot of SPF protection, which fell below what Purito were advertising, which is why they were ultimately discontinued. 18 months passed, and Purito had been teasing us with, future launches of sunscreens, and this product arrived. I was super excited to try this, and I wanted to be one of the first to get my hands on it. This is a hybrid sunscreen which combines chemical and mineral UV filters, which is one of the hot trends that I think is going to be emerging over the next 12 months, and Purito, like with a lot of things, were a little bit ahead of the game. However, when I tried this product, it was like an instant fail for me. Unlike their original sunscreens, this definitely left you feeling almost a little bit too dewy, bordering on the greasy. This isn't just me. I know a lot of people call this out online, and also it definitely left a bit of a white cast to the skin. I have a relatively fair skin tone, so definitely for anyone that's deeper, darker or richer skin tone than myself, this would be a firm pass. You work this into the skin for say like 20 or 30 seconds, and it still leaves behind a noticeable tackiness, greasiness to the skin. It's also really difficult to apply concealer or foundation over the top of it because it tends to grab onto the product, so it's really hard to blend it out. This is not what I expected based on the amazing formulations of the previous Purito sunscreens, which is why I think this was just such a firm pass and a fail for me. If you can see, I've worked that into the skin, and you can still see quite a lot of, I'm going to call it greasiness on the skin. Some people might like that dewiness to the complexion, but for me, this just reads as greasy, and definitely when my skin produces its oil throughout the day, leaves me by about 2 p.m. looking like a total grease slick, which honestly, nobody needs that in their life. Also, this year it was revealed that Purito weren't being entirely truthful about their original sunscreen situation. They were telling a very different story to us here in the West as to what they were telling the Korean authorities and regulators. That's shady, and that's absolutely a firm pass, which is why not only this product is a fail for me, but the whole Purito skincare brand has been in the past 12 months. And I documented that whole saga in a little bit more detail in a recent video linked there. Check that out, because honestly, I won't be taking Purito or this sunscreen into 2022 with me. There's just better brands that treat us, the consumer, with respect. So that's our first firm fail of 2021. Now, one brand that I discovered, fell in love with, and honestly been fangirling about solidly for the past year are these. These are the Altruist sunscreens and moisturizers. Such a great brand. They do some great charity work. Their price point is super affordable and drugstore. Their formulations are to die for. I love Altruist as a brand, and I wanted to try every single one of their products. I love them all till I stumbled on this one. This is the anti-redness and pigmentation SPF 50. This is a no. This was such a pass. And honestly, it pains me because I don't know how a brand can formulate some beautiful products like their urea body treatment, their facial hydrator, their sunscreens, and then come out with this product. So this is designed to be like an anti-redness pigment corrector alongside being a fantastic SPF. The SPF isn't in dispute. You know what? They've released their testing, so the SPF 50 is locked in. It's that pigment correction that I can't get over. So it goes on slightly green like a lot of pigment correctors do. And it says that it changes colour, it transforms colour to match your skin tone. well, I don't know whose skin tone is this, because this is definitely reading a sort of Oompa Loompa orange. Who wants that? Like, who is actually this skin? It reminds me of those fake tans we used to use in the 90s, you know, where if you weren't orange, you weren't living your best life. It's like that, and it oxidizes. So within about like 5 minutes, I'll show you my hand at the end of this video, and it is literally like vivid orange. I don't know, it's really difficult to match to your skin type and tone as well, because it doesn't really say who it's applicable for. So if you're trying to get like your match, it just says it's universal and it will blend to your skin tone. Well, honestly, I would challenge anyone to find a product that is that orange and awful to actually blend to their skin tone. I think this is a firm pass. The other Altruist sunscreens are absolutely amazing and to die for, but this anti-redness one is a orange hot fail. Now let's move on to the Inkey List. Now the Inkey List I love for their drugstore and affordable price point. However, a lot of their recent launches have been coming in for a little bit of heat, saying they're not as good as the original Holy Grail products that they launched. And I think, you know, some of that is justified. However, their biggest fail of this year was their madecassoside mask. So this is designed to be like the perfect pairing to a sensitive skinned skincare routine. It's designed to calm redness, sensitivity and irritation. And I was really excited to try this product. My main reason for this was because I don't think the sensitive skin market is particularly well served by the existing products that are available to us, and definitely some newer innovations in this I think will be welcomed. However, I looked at the ingredients of this product. I just don't know where they were going with this. So a product that's designed to calm and soothe doesn't actually have many ingredients in it that will deliver that. So that's the first point. But it's also packed full of irritants, including menthol. Now, menthol is like the #1 trigger for skin sensitivity and irritation. So why would it be in a product that's designed to calm and soothe? It's like mind-boggling to me. And honestly, I don't really know what the Inkey List were doing when they formulated this product. This is definitely an instant fail. And I would say to anyone, please stay away from this product. Because if, like me, you have zero skin sensitivity, you don't need this in your life anyway. If you have very redness and sensitivity prone skin, don't go anywhere near this, because I think it will just exacerbate that rather than actually help. I think it's a real shame, because you know what, the Inkey List do have some good formulations, and their recent launch, which is this, the hyaluronic acid cleanser, is actually really good. If you want to bring back a little positivity, I'll share with you a review. I did like a 1-minute rundown review of this product, which I'll link up there. I actually thought this was really good. It's got a unique texture. It definitely plugs a gap in the market that I think the Inkey List have in terms of their cleansers, and I was really impressed by it. But that madecassoside mask, no. Keep on walking, nothing to see here. Now let's move from individual product fails through to the failure of an entire brand, which is this, Typology skincare. I honestly was super excited to try Typology because at the start of 2021, they were getting a lot of buzz, a lot of hype, a lot of chatter online. Obviously, the look of the products are stunning. Aesthetically, they're so pleasing, which is, I think, why a lot of people were gravitating towards them. Also, their affordable price point. I looked and thought, actually, for a product that looks so gorgeous, so luxury and bougie, actually, really affordable price point. So I put quite a few on order. Well, first off, when they actually landed on my mat, I was super disappointed to find out that the size of the products are like this minuscule, like a little tiny sample size products. Now, this was on me because I wasn't paying enough attention. I should have looked at, you know, the fluid ounces, the mils that you actually got. When you think about it, the affordable price point isn't actually that affordable when you contrast it with the amount of product you get. You know, it's half the size of your standard serums in a lot of cases. So don't let that deceive you if you want to buy from this brand. That is on me because I should have paid more attention to what I was actually getting. But beyond just that, their products didn't work for me. So this is their salicylic acid 2% serum. I'm quite an established salicylic acid user. I know which products work and which products don't. I used this to every last drop and it did nothing for my skin. It also left quite a greasy film, which anyone that's formulated for acne prone skin knows is a huge no-no. We don't want that in our lives as acne sufferers. And so this was just a firm pass. This is their lip balm, which again, when I first used it, I really liked. I thought, yes, this is giving that instant hydration which I craved. But after using it for 2 or 3 days, I noticed my lips were drier than ever. I then looked at the ingredients. They have a lot of drying, stripping, and potentially irritating ingredients in them. And this follows through to a lot of their line. They're packed full of fragrance, essential oils, potential irritants. And for me, I think this is just going to be a firm pass for so many people. I think the whole line should be considered a fail. It's a real shame because I do think there are gaps in the market for that beautiful packaging at an affordable price point, but Typology aren't where it's at. I'd love to know your thoughts and feelings on the brand. Do you differ? Do you actually really like what they have to offer? I I would say I noticed that they're getting a lot less chatter and talk online now, so I think a lot of people might share that view that the hype was nothing but hype, and actually when you try the products it was a wah 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 total fail. Now before I leave you, I've got two other products to mention. First and foremost is this. This is the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Toner Plus. Now the reason this is a fail is I actually just prefer the original hyaluronic acid toner. It worked better for my skin, it was cheaper than this one which comes with a higher price point, and honestly I don't know what this was supposed to do. By far and away the product that irritated my skin the most this year was this product, and I'm not surprised actually because this has multiple molecular weights of hyaluronic acid. It sounds fancy on the packaging and on the bottle, but the lower the molecular weight of hyaluronic acid, the more likely it is to irritate the skin because the less compatible it is with our skin in its natural state. So always bear that in mind. Sometimes when it comes to hyaluronic acid, the more simplistic, the more affordable products are just better. They give you that hydration as a humectant, but you don't risk the lower molecular weights irritating the skin. This was a firm pass. And if you like Isntree and like your hyaluronic acid products, just go for the original. Save a little coin and honestly you'll get a better experience. Now finally I want to call out these, which are the Nip+Fab Salicylic Fix pads. So I'm a child of the 90s. If you grew up with acne in the 90s, the only thing you reached for were those Clearasil stripping, drying, irritating pads. We thought the more we scrubbed, the less likely we are to suffer with breakouts. In truth, it is a miracle that any of us have skin left on our face. And I just said no, it's a firm pass to all of those exfoliating pads. I'd never look at them again. Then this product emerged on the market, and Nip+Fab said that it would actually taken out a lot of the stripping, drying and sensitizing ingredients. So this was beneficial, but also in the convenience of a pad. I thought, come on, let's give it a try. Let's put aside my prejudices from the past and the pads that I used sort of 20 years ago and give this product a try. In truth, no, this was such a fail. Okay, the formulation is streets ahead of those Clearasil pads, so I'll give them a big tick in the box for that. They've got aloe in here to calm and soothe. They've got some hydrators rather than the stripping, drying alcohols. I love all of that, but the textures of the pads, honestly, it's still so irritating to the skin. It feels really rough, and I just think we need to be more gentle. Remember, when your acne is inflamed and irritated, the more irritated it is, the more likely it is to scar and leave behind pigmentation. So actually, you should treat your acne with kindness, not rub and scrub at it as the best way to treat it. This, I think, is a firm pass, and it's such a shame because actually in that same line, launched at the same time, was this, which is the Nip+Fab Purify Anti-Pollution SPF. This, amazing. If you're suffering with breakouts and you feel that your SPF might be exacerbating them and you want a matte SPF that doesn't leave you feeling extra clogged after using it, this is the one for you. Beautiful finish to the skin. It definitely doesn't break you out or clog your pores, and it's got some antioxidants alongside that SPF 30. This is a beautiful SPF from Nip+Fab. I just wish they put as much thought into this product as into this one, because this unfortunately is still a firm pass. But definitely try this SPF out, because this is my current fangirl moment when it comes to sunscreen, and I'm absolutely loving it. So there you have it, guys, a rundown of the skincare fails of 2021. I will always caveat by saying there's been far more holy grails than there have been total fails, but I wanted to share these with you today, so maybe you'll think twice before purchasing. Save some of your hard-earned coin. If you're wondering how that, pigment correcting Altruist face fluid thing worked now, look at the colour of that. You can see it's almost the same orange as my shirt. Nobody needs that in their life. So that's what I mean about it oxidising. You can see that clear line there. No. It's designed to match perfectly with your skin tone. I don't think that's achieving that for me. So I'd end on that note. Of course, I would love to know any fails that you've had this year or any holy grails. If you want to bring back the positive and the positive vibes, make sure you check out that playlist that I linked earlier with all of my favourites, because honestly, there have been so many this year. And wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.